Imagine for a moment that your entire life could change with just one shift. Not in your circumstances, not in your luck, but in the size of your thinking. What if the only real difference between people who achieve extraordinary success and those who remain average is not intelligence, not talent, not luck, but simply the belief that they can think bigger? This is the central idea behind David Schwartz's classic, The Magic of Thinking Big. It's not about tricks or shortcuts. It's about mindset, the way you view yourself, your possibilities, and the world around you. And once you learn to think bigger, you'll see the results everywhere. In your career, your relationships, your income, and even your happiness. Schwartz begins with a powerful truth. Belief is the starting point of all success. Think about people you know who seem to live small lives. They often say things like, "I could never do that," or "That's impossible for someone like me." Their thermostat of belief is set low, so their results stay low. On the other hand, those who dare to believe they can succeed, even when everything looks difficult, find the energy, the courage, and the creativity to make it happen. Belief releases power. It draws opportunities, it inspires others to support you, and it generates the ideas you need to move forward. Without belief, nothing starts. With belief, almost anything is possible. Take the story Schwartz tells of a young woman who wanted to start a mobile home business. Everyone around her told her she lacked the capital, the experience, and the know-how. By all conventional measures, she should have failed. But she had one thing working in her favor: absolute belief. She believed not only that the industry was growing, but also that she could do better than her competition. That belief won her investors, suppliers, and customers. Within a year, she was doing over $1 million in sales. What looked impossible became reality simply because she believed. But belief alone isn't enough. There's a disease Schwartz warns us about, and it infects almost everyone who fails. Excusitis, the habit of making excuses. People say, "I'm not smart enough, I'm too old, I don't have the health, or I've just never been lucky." These excuses are seductive because they give us comfort. They let us explain away mediocrity. But successful people refuse to let excuses control them. Roosevelt could have said he couldn't lead because of his paralyzed legs. Truman could have said he didn't go to college. Kennedy could have said he was too young to be president. All of them ignored excuses and achieved greatness. Excuses are nothing more than lies we tell ourselves to justify playing small. Schwartz identifies the 4 most common excuses: health, intelligence, age, and luck. With health, many people talk endlessly about what's wrong with them. But the truth is, everyone has imperfections. The difference is in attitude. Some use health problems as reasons to stop, while others keep living fully despite them. With intelligence, people often underestimate themselves and overestimate others. But success is not about IQ. It's about using the intelligence you have with the right attitudes. With age, people say they're either too young or too old. In reality, there's never a perfect age. Many start major careers after 40 or 50. And luck? Schwartz reminds us, luck favors those who take action. Those who keep moving create their own luck. If excuses are the disease, confidence is the cure. Confidence is not something you're born with, it's built. Schwartz explains how fear is the great enemy of confidence. Fear grows when we avoid action. But when we face our fears and take small steps forward, confidence builds. Think about learning to drive a car. At first, it's terrifying. But once you practice, you drive without a second thought. Life works the same way. The more you act, the more confident you become. To build confidence, Schwartz suggests 5 key steps. Think confidently, act confidently, practice doing the things you fear, isolate your memory from past failures, and satisfy your conscience by doing what you know is right. Another secret to success is to think and dream creatively. Many of us let tradition and routine freeze our minds. We think only of what has already been done. But creativity means asking, how can this be better? What new possibilities exist? Schwartz tells us to believe that something can be done, to eliminate phrases like, it's impossible, and to use our imagination to see how things could be. Creative thinkers discover opportunities where others see dead ends. The way we think about ourselves also shapes our results. Schwartz insists, you are what you think you are. If you believe you are important, you will act important, and others will treat you as such. People notice how you carry yourself, how you speak, how you treat your work. If you think your job is trivial, it will be. If you think it's meaningful, others will see it that way too. That's why he recommends building a sell yourself to yourself commercial, a short statement of your own worth that you repeat until you believe it deeply. Environment matters as well. Our surroundings influence our thinking more than we realize. If you spend your time with small-minded, negative people, your thinking shrinks. But if you surround yourself with ambitious, positive people, your thinking grows. Schwartz urges us to manage our environment carefully. Go first class, not in a snobbish way, but because better environments create better attitudes. Avoid thought poison, gossip, complaining, and negativity. Instead, seek psychological sunshine by spending time with uplifting people and environments. Your attitude is your ally. Grow the attitude of enthusiasm, of service, of making others feel important. People respond positively to those who are genuinely enthusiastic and who put others first. Schwartz makes a simple point: the person who serves best earns most. When you make people feel important, they are drawn to you, they trust you, and they support your success. Another crucial principle: action. Too many people wait for perfect conditions before acting. They say, "I'll start when I have more money, when the kids are older, when the economy is better." But conditions are never perfect. Successful people act now. They build the action habit. They take initiative, speak up, try things, and learn as they go. Action cures fear, action builds confidence, and action attracts opportunity. Of course, not every action leads to immediate success. Defeat will happen. But Schwartz explains that defeat is not permanent unless you accept it as such. Every setback carries a lesson or an opportunity. The winners are those who salvage something from every loss, who use constructive self-criticism, and who persist until victory comes. Defeat, handled properly, becomes the seed of growth. Goals are another cornerstone of big thinking. Without goals, you drift. With goals, you direct your energy. Schwartz advises us to set long-range goals to give life purpose, and short-term goals to create momentum. He even suggests a 30-day improvement plan. Pick one area, work on it daily for 30 days, and watch how small, consistent steps compound into big results. Finally, to think big is to think like a leader. Leadership is not about titles, it's about influence. Leaders believe in progress, push for improvement, and inspire others to grow. They trade minds with people, meaning they try to see things from another's perspective. They practice the be human approach, treating people with respect and empathy. And above all, they think progress. They don't get stuck in the past. They focus on building a better future. In the end, Schwartz's message is simple but powerful. The size of your success is determined by the size of your thinking. Think small and you'll live small. Think big and you'll live big, in income, in achievement, in happiness, and in respect. Thinking big is not about arrogance or fantasy. It's about refusing to limit yourself, about daring to believe in more, and about acting with confidence, persistence, and creativity. So the challenge is this: what will you do with your thinking? Will you let excuses, fear, and small-mindedness hold you back? Or will you choose to think big, to believe, to act, to lead, and to live fully? The magic of thinking big is available to anyone, including you. Begin now. Believe you can succeed, and you will.